you think John Cena's heel turn sucked smelly butt, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome back. Welcome. 3 months later, welcome back. Rooster here, clearly, obviously. Putting the car in drive and getting what we call the hell out of here. It is Monday, September the 15th. Have to think real hard about that one. In Lemmy's name, 2025. Hashtag in Lemmy's name in the comments, please. It's been 3 months, dude. I want to say like May 26th. Future me, 100%, is gonna look up when I cut this last promo. This is episode 30, I think. Finally, of the internationally known, definitely, 100% definitely, critically acclaimed. It's been criticized, sure. So this is My Life Now podcast. It's been a long 3 months, man. The whole summer's over. Christ, the whole ass summer's over. And I'm headed home. It's Monday. It's our lighter day, lighter volume day. It's been a hell of a 3 months, man. I don't mind telling you. Just in my personal life, I have one now. So that's weird. Like, that's taking getting used to. You know what I mean? Having an personal life, like, I don't know. Not even like discreet liaisons, because I'm a single dude. I do single dude shit. I don't have to be discreet about any damn thing. Little known fact, if you ask me what my favorite animal is, the right answer is a single mom on a kid-free night. Okay, write that down. That's the answer. That's the correct answer. Been busy, man. Work. Summertime is busy for us. So I've been dealing with that. You know, pretty sure y'all know by now that I got promoted in March. And then we had boss and my second, like my right hand, he got hurt, so they were out for two and a half months. So I got pushed really hard. My immediate supervisor, he got pushed really hard. Like, we got responsibility thrust on us, and I feel we did pretty good with it. So now that's over, the summer's over, things are starting to slow down a little bit, leading into, you know, end of this month, end of September into October. My birthday's coming. You know, it's a Friday this year. It's also a payday, so that's good. I'll take that. I found out from a coworker, because, you know, the young folks, they track this kind of thing. You know, we get 3 paychecks in October. Bro, that's outstanding. That is outstanding. I'm gonna treat myself. But yeah, just a bunch has been going on, man. I'm coming to find more recently, because divorce was official on paper effective June 21st. So I'm finding out more recently that dating in your 40s, you might want to get a pen and paper for this one, dating in your 40s is weird as shit. It is weird AF, man. And I'm saying that because I'm pretty sure, like, there are many mitigating factors, right? There's, you know, like, I'm a certain age. I'm in my 40s now. I'll be 42 on my next birthday and the next month. So get me something. I take 9mm and pot pies. Write that down. I am a certain age. I know what I will and won't tolerate. I do not tolerate a lot in the way of other people's bullshit. Write that down, fellas. Write that down. Know your worth. Know what you will and won't, and all that good stuff, and stick to that. I realized, not even the hard way, but I realized in due time that I don't want to come off the wrong way, I don't need you for anything. Okay? I'm not going to ask you I don't need your money. I don't need your car. I don't need a place to stay. I got me in those respects. So whatever you bring to the table better be substantial. You know what I mean? I work a lot of hours. I don't have a lot of downtime. The little bit of downtime I do have, I like to spend with myself, on myself. You know, so, like, whatever we're gonna do. Dude, did the light change? Stupid. I wasn't even paying attention. I was talking to you. Like, I'm a catch. Okay? I figured that out. Like, you know, I can't say that I forgot. And I was talking, when was this? Like May or June, right before July 4th, actually. Come to think of it, I was talking to a friend right before I took my vacation in July. So maybe like 2 weeks before that. I can't say that I forgot, right? Or I might have mentioned this in the last promo. I don't even remember because it's been that long. I can't say that I forgot, but I lost sight of who the fuck I am. Okay? I was a bad motherfucker before I got married. And Beefy never asked me to turn it off, ever. But there's certain things you do when you're married, when you're domesticated, that you tone down or just switch off entirely. And that was one of them. You know, not being a certain way, not carrying myself a certain way, you know what I mean? So I did. And I lost track of those types of things, you know? Like, did it hurt? Absolutely. I'd be lying if it said that more than one feeling of mine got hurt when all that went down, when paperwork was involved, and knowing I'll never see my cats again. I miss Punkin. I miss Punkin a fucking lot. Punkin, if you're watching, get in the comments. Meow in the comments from Punkin. You go into like oh shit mode, you know, and I've talked to Jason about this. He's probably the first one in the comments hashtagging Lemmy's name. I talked to him about it, and he checks on me periodically, like a bunch, you know, just to make sure I'm good, and I am, you know. All the "ow, my feeling," that stuff went away when I realized that I have me to rely on. You know, nobody's gonna do the job for me. Nobody's gonna come and save me. There's none of that. You know, I got me. So, like I was saying with dating in your 40s, all that.
Oh, can you take a day off so we can spend some time together?
Bro, the answer is gonna be no. No. You're not paying my rent. You're not paying my bills. You're not you're not doing anything for me. You're not putting gas in this car, food in my belly, roof over my, like, you're not doing any of that. So I am not giving up any of that for you. Sorry. Like, I don't care how cute you are, bro. Why are the cute ones fucking crazy? Why? Okay. Quick story. Quick story. Went out with this girl. I call her. She's like my age. You know, matter of fact, a year older than me, something like that. 5 foot, you know, cute as fuck, fellas. Went out, had something to eat, and the whole time, right? Like, she's telling me, oh, I don't know, you know, let's just go out and feel it out. Let's go out as friends. Cool, I'm hungry anyway. And we'll see where it goes. No problem. I've always been the type to, like, not talk about that kind of thing, especially with a new body. And she's telling me that she's worried about getting into something with me because I'm recently out of a marriage. I said, lady, of the two of us, you're the only one that's worried about that. Respectfully. So the whole time, like, we went out to eat, and it was after 8 p.m. And y'all know me, okay? I'm a homebody. I like to be in bed early at a good time, you know? We met up at 9 o'clock. Like, I'm driving there and I'm fucking yawning. I'm like, bro, this is bad. This is bad. But our schedules had to sync up and whatever. So we met at a halfway point between where she lives and where I live. The food was okay. It wasn't bad. Like, it was a Cuban sandwich, but the bread was all doughy and shit, you know. Anyway, so we're talking, just chatting, you know what I mean? And I'm not mentioning anything about my marriage, my divorce, why I find myself in the situation I'm in. Like, I'm just not. You know, you ask me about, like, where I'm from New York. You ask me about my family, I'm talking about that. I talked about Jason, you know what I mean, how he came up to see me and he and I are really close and stuff like that. The whole time, she's talking about her ex-husband, right? Now, I don't have a problem with that, okay? If that's what you're gonna do, cool. But the stuff she was saying was, like, to me, it was wild because she's good looking, right? And she's telling me how he gained a bunch of weight, and her cop out, like, oh, I know that's a terrible thing to say and all. I'm like, bro, whatever. You really think so? So say it. Like, I don't care. I don't know the dude. And ladies, write this down for all maybe 1.5 of you ladies that are watching this. Kiona, I know you're watching. Write this down. If you start a question to a man with the words, does it make me crazy? Bro, the answer is yes. Okay? 100%. Hands down, the answer is yes. So she asked me, does it make me crazy that I'm upset that he's not pursuing me. But I don't want him to pursue me. I don't want him to chase me. You know, we're divorced now. I don't want him to pursue me. But is it, like, does it make me the crazy one that I'm upset that he's not? I looked her dead in the face. Food in my face. Yup. Yes, it does. That's absolutely what that makes you. Especially when you're out with another guy right now. You know? Her son graduated high school. She was talking about throwing the party and all that. And how her ex was a piece of shit because he didn't pay for any of it. I'm like, oh, did you ask him? Like, I don't want me to I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. We're supposed to be having a conversation between the two of us. I'm not here to counsel you. You know. But whatever. We had a meal. We were leaving, going our separate ways. We hugged. And ask Jason. Jason will tell you. It's a cultural thing. Like, whenever we left my grandma's house, and I could walk back to my mom and dad's house from my grandma's, she would tell me, call me when you get home. This was during, landlines and shit. So when the phone rang at her house, she would know I'm calling from in the house. It's a safety thing, so all right, let me know when you get home. She said, okay, cool. I get home, like, I'm tired, okay? It's past my bedtime. It's way past my bedtime. I'm changing clothes and, washing, 'cause I don't like people touching me. She texts me, and this is how I know I've been out of the game a long time. She's like, hey, when's your birthday? And I tell her when it is. It's October 31st. It's coming up. No way, my birthday's November 3rd. I was like, okay, cool. Like, all right. What does that mean? Nothing. Do you know what time you were born? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I do. So I tell her. I don't know that these are, like, absurd questions to be asking someone you don't know. So I tell her. I'm sat on the couch watching something. I'm having dessert, actually, so I'm watching TV. And she texts me some shit or another. She's like, so I just read your chart. I don't know what that means, okay? She read my fucking star chart. Bro, look at me. I don't know that, I'm like, okay. She's like, I read your chart and I have some concerns. I'm like, oh, God. So I didn't know what it was. So I Googled that shit. We live in the future, boys. I was like, Google, what does it mean to read your chart? So it's an astrological thing. Like, I don't care if you're an asparagus, you know what I mean? She's like, I'm glad we're friends. And left it at that. Now, I'm the type, because I'm up early every day, okay? So I'll text you good morning, especially if I like you. I'll text you good morning. I'll text, in the evening or throughout the day if I have time. I was like, but then I started to feel like, you know what? I'm always the first one to reach out, and you're not. So I'll give it a day. And I chose that day. Like, maybe I won't text her first tomorrow morning. And I didn't. And she texted me like 10 o'clock the following night. Hey, I didn't hear from you today. I was at work. Like, But you read my chart. So I was talking to one of the girls at work. And she told me, Rooster, that's a red flag. I was like, yeah, but red is my favorite color. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that shit is bad. Apparently... like, she'll base her life decisions on this chart that she read. I'm like, what is the chart, though? And it's all online, apparently, because we live in the future. And so, the chick from work, she's explaining it to me. She's like, no, you're better. And I showed her a picture. She's like, oh, yeah, she's cute, but she's crazy. I was like, yeah, that's my fucking type, though. You know what I mean? So she asked me, she's like, are you going to call her again? I was like, no. No, the fuck I'm not. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, how am I supposed to, like, fucking what? It's like, how do I even explain that to myself? Like, I don't need anyone else's reassurance because I've been 6 foot tall and good looking a long time. Okay, I don't need reassurance. I don't need validation from anyone else. But there's only, especially now, like I said, I'm in a good place in my life. I'm healthy. I make good money. I got me. So if I don't want to put up with you, bro, I'm not gonna. I'm just not. This other girl, she's from Loveland? Littleton. It's like less than an hour away, something like that. So in the summer, she had her kid for 2 weeks and then would drive her to Oklahoma. I don't even know if that's far or not. No, to Kansas? Oklahoma? Someplace. Some other state. And then she would stay with her dad. The kid would stay with her dad for 2 weeks, and then we would hang out. I'm like, hey, listen, when you go to pick up your kid, I'll see you in 2 weeks. No problem. Like that shit worked out. It worked for me because I've decided like I don't want a relationship. I want attention. Okay. And if y'all have seen my go to the range shirts recently, future me, look at me. Put them up here in post. Fellas, they're outstanding. Okay. I wear that kind of stuff because I want attention. I don't want a relationship. We can hang out. We can, adult things. But
Can you call me tomorrow?
no, no, I'm not. So the last time she went to pick her up, like school started, I guess. It's September. School started. I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, I won't have this amount of time. Okay, cool. Like, whatever. I don't care. I'm not trying to bogart your time, and you have a kid. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? You have kid stuff to do. Go ahead and do it. But then she's another one.
I haven't heard from you today.
What the fuck you want me to say? You have your kid. What do you want me to say? We had this arrangement that worked for the summer. Cool. But now you have your kid. Like, I can't blame your kid for that, but I haven't heard from you. What do you want me to tell you?
Are we gonna go out?
Where do you want to go? Like, I'm not going out with your kids. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I really don't. I don't even like kids. Look at me. I hate kids. I can't. No, we're not doing it. Like, then there's this other one. Her kids are grown, but they still live with her. They're like in their 20s. I'm like, okay,
You want to come over?
no, the fuck I don't. I really don't. And I live alone. I'm a single dude. I live by myself.
I don't want to go to a strange man's house.
First of all, I'm not strange. Well, a little. Second of all, it's okay for me to go to your house.
Yeah, but you can't bring your gun.
Well, then I'm not going. Period. End of discussion. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's your house. If you don't want me to be armed in your house, bro, I'm not going to your house. That's how that works. If you want to meet somewhere else, we go eat or we go to the movies or something. I've done that. She was cool, but also a little bit flighty, I'll do that. But I am armed everywhere I go. So, like, I get it. If that's the rule in your house, I just won't go to your house.
If I come over, you're gonna put your guns away?
No, I'm not. They live here. You don't. It's like when you go to somebody's house, can you put your dog up? No, the dog lives here. You fucking don't. It's one of those, like, for me, it's one of those things. Like, you're not going to tell me what to do in my house. You're not. I pay the bills in this place. You don't. You're a guest. But yeah, man, it's just weird. Like, I'm not picky. I am selective because I do know what I will and won't tolerate, the BS. I just won't. But, like, I'm good being by myself. I like being by myself. But it's that lonely shit that'll kick you in the dick. But just yesterday, I picked up a new AR lower. So it begins. That'll be I'm going to treat myself for my birthday. My birthday's coming. I get paid 3 times in October. I'm going to do a soup to nuts, all custom, Aero Precision 300 blackout build. Ooh, excuse me. With the sole purpose of suppressing it. If you guys didn't know, effective January 2026, the feds, in all their infinite knowledge, instead of doing away with the NFA like they friggin' should, they decided to drop the $200 tax stamp fee to $0. Hey, thanks. So you still have to fill out the paperwork. You still got to get fingerprinted. You still got to go through the process. For those that know me, my first 30 cal can took 15 months, 15 months. That's more than a year. Okay. To process and get the stamp, and then I was allowed to take it home. Nowadays, I got a buddy of mine works right at the range. He got a 9mm can in 3 days of submitting his paperwork. And now, because my life is different, I don't have to file in a trust anymore. I will file as individual. That's faster. I will be filing electronically. That's faster. So why not? My Christmas bonus is going to go to that to treat myself. Huxworks makes a good flow-through can, they call it. I think it's 3D printed titanium. I don't know how it works, but I'm not a Scientologist. I'm a Scorpio. I don't know how any of that nonsense works. But I know the build that I want, so I got the lower receiver. yesterday. They didn't have it in stock, so they ordered it for me. I paid for it. I'll do the paperwork for it this weekend. It sucks because the lower receiver, as it's the serialized part, according to the ATF, that's the firearm, that's the gun. I'm like, okay, so I have to do a background check for it, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. Everything else I can buy in the store or have delivered to my door. God bless America. Okay. So I'll be building that out. Progress pics will be in my Discord link, for which can be found right down below. Speaking of God bless America, Charlie Kirk, man, was murdered on the 10th of September to death. People ask me how I feel about it. I feel like his wife was left a widow and his kids are going to grow up without a father. The people that are asking me, I know they're asking me because their questions are politically motivated. My answer is not. He was a human being. But if you notice, nobody tried to shoot Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? They tried to pop Trump twice. And they unalived Charlie Kirk because they didn't like what he had to say. Because of a difference of opinion, you took his life from him. You didn't give his life to him. It's a fucking travesty. 100%. And to quote Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. John Cena's a good guy again. Fucking thank Lemmy for that shit, because his heel run was terrible, John Cena. So it's coming up on his last few dates. He just did his last SmackDown against Sami Zayn on Friday. It was a good match. Hulk Hogan died. The Hulkster. People ask me about that too, because me and a couple of guys at work, we talk about wrestling all the time. And I know why you're asking me. You're asking me how I feel about Hulk Hogan passing away because you believe he's a racist. Here's my thing with that. I can separate the artist from the art. Okay? I don't give a shit about Hulk Hogan's personal life or his sex tape. Blech. Sorry. You cannot put those words together. Hulk Hogan and sex tape. You can't do it. And that's where he went on a racial, not even a tirade. He called The Rock the N-word a couple times. Like, I've done that shit. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So you're asking me how I feel about him. Like, bro, he was part of my childhood because I still watch wrestling. I'm excited that Raw is on an hour early tonight because I go to bed early. You know? Hulk Hogan passed away. It's just, may he rest in brother, I don't know, rest in his vitamins or steroids or whatever. And I use this analogy, like you can't tell me, if you were to tell me, anyone in the comments right now were to tell me 100% Michael Jackson diddled them kids, Thriller would still be on my top 3 of all time. Hands down. Because I can separate the art from the artiste. You know, like it's one of those, like you can't knock what Hogan did for wrestling. Ever. Without Hulk Hogan beating the Iron Sheik for the belt at, what was it? WrestleMania something. Like, without Hulkamania, without changing it from like regular dudes in trunks to like larger than life characters and all the cocaine and, you know, steroids and shit. Without Hulk Hogan, there wouldn't have been the product we have today. Like, the storytelling would not nearly be the same right now. Oh, look, high school kids are fighting. I don't miss those days. Tell you what. But yeah, man, it's been a weird 3 months. It's been a long fucking 3 months. I did pick up a new concealed carry pistol. Future me, again, will pop it up here. I got the Canik, or is it Yannick? Mete, or is it Meta? MC9, it is MC9 Prime. Okay. My buddy Pav had the LC9 from when it first came out. The Prime actually just came out this year, and I was looking for something to replace my Glock 48 that was, again, viciously stolen from me, sons of bitches. There's a place in hell right next to Hulk Hogan for them. You know he didn't go to heaven. Stop it. You know he didn't. So I got the Meta Prime, MC9 Prime. You know the one I mean. It's got some aggressive stippling that I really like. So the grip is really grippy in my hand. It's the same size minus the width of my Glock 19. And I love my Glock 19, but it is heavy because it's so damn big and bulky. And I don't conceal often. Like, I live in Aurora, Colorado, bro. I open carry every fucking where I go, except for, you know, like, within the bounds of taste. We had a company thing at Dave & Buster's not too long ago. I conceal that little Canic because it comes with a holster that you can switch from inside the waistband to outside. It comes with cleaning kit, like all kinds of cool stuff. So I replaced my G48 with that Canic. I like that a lot. Like I said, I'm building my new Suppress 300 Blackout. I got the, who's this guy? It's my neighbor. This fucking guy right there. Beep. Give him the finger. He didn't even see it. Did he? No, he didn't. Building my new Suppress 300 Blackout build that I already bought 2 oops kits. Any gun guys out there, if you've ever built a pistol or a rifle at all, you know what I mean by an oops kit. It should be a good time. Like, I already priced out the majority of the parts that I want. I want to feel out what weight buffer that I'm going to use, because it's going to be an SBR, but I want to suppress it, so I might use like a heavy, like an H4, H3 buffer with an M16 spring, something like that. I'll figure it out. But yeah, man, that's what's been going on with me. It's not where I thought I would be in my 40s. Well, to be fair, I didn't think I'd live to be this old. Looking down the barrel at 42 years old next month. A couple years ago, I thought I would still be in the throes of marriage, and we'd probably be planning to go to the cabin for our birthdays and stuff, but whatever. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. And how you respond or react, those are 2 very different things. How you respond or react to those things when they come up is what's going to determine what goes on up here, you know, in here. I've thought about my own mental health and how much, you know, maybe I should talk to somebody about it, but I do. I talk to people, come to think of it, all the damn time about it. This helps, doing this, producing this for you. Speaking of producing, and this will be it. I don't want to go over a half hour. Work. I don't typically talk about work, but work wants to do kind of an interview style thing. And the idea came from my supervisor, my top supervisor, and he thought about me right away because he knows about my background in broadcasting. I said, yeah, let's do it. So it'll be like a 10 to 12 minute interview with myself and somebody else on the team. And it'll be kind of formatted like this, but because the job will own it all, like they'll buy all the equipment, and I volunteered to do the editing at home because where else am I going to do it? I guess they'll compensate me. That's what was mentioned. I'm actually having a meeting tomorrow at 9 about it regarding the whole thing. I know they're going to want subtitles and stuff. I'm like, yeah, well, thanks for picking me, first of all, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And like I said, I'll say I spend 2 hours cutting it together. They're going to compensate me for that. Cool. Cool. I'll be in the bunker. Speaking of the bunker, I did get a green screen. So when gaming videos come back, I don't know when. I do want to play the new Borderlands. Borderlands 4 just came out. I want to play that. I don't know when yet. Just with everything that's been going on, more recently, I haven't played any games. I got the new Ratchet and Clank game. I played that a little. I like it. But like to sit there and record, like I got stuff to do, boys. Like I have my life that I'm putting back together again, from scratch, like again, and it's not that I don't want to, I really do, but I'll find myself just not in the mood to do it. I got a new gadget here that I wanted to use to do this. Like this is a Bluetooth little monitor, because apparently, like this is the front camera on my phone. Apparently the real 4K camera is the back camera, so this is a magnet, and it'll Bluetooth into my phone. It'll mirror my phone, but it gets my phone fucking hot. I'm like, well, I don't want to do that because I still need my phone. I have like a thing hanging here from the visor. Not using it, you might as well look at it. Right there to like position my phone. But the streets here are really, what's the word I'm looking for? Shitty. We got to get fucking Governor Polis out of here. Next election, next year. He's not going to get reelected, I promise. So that's like doing all of this shit. I have like a 3-minute promo that I cut 2 weeks ago, and I looked at it, I was like, this is fucking terrible. I hit one good bump and the phone is going to drop. Like, I don't want to do that. So, doing it old school. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I am back on Twitter now. Or, you know, X. Whatever the fuck it's called. The name is the same. @DammItRooster. Get up in there. TikTok is still fun. I've been doing a lot of TikToks and shorts. My shorts have gotten a lot of views. Because I still like making content, but like I said, I find myself otherwise occupied doing other things, you know, more for me. And I know none of you will ever like detract from me for that. But yeah, like, so this is my life now. You know, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you can, Kiona, put me up in the background while you're vacuuming or whatever. Y'all be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. It's toward the end of the year now. I want to do more. I want to do more of these. I want to do more gaming videos. There's a new map on Hunter Call of the Wild. I want to say it's based in Alaska, something like that. Do some of that stuff. I said do. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Check on your friends, man. You know, because I got quite a few of you that are you know, they're watching this, and like, you check on me. You have checked on me since the whole thing, and I appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. Until the next one, hope is a shitty plan, but I do hope that it doesn't take another 3 months for me to cut another promo for you guys. Until the next one, Rooster says, see ya.